Holy pop socket, we are live. Welcome to the Chain Dogs podcast, where we talk about everything theme parks, amusement parks, roller coasters from all around the world. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. If you are listening to this on a podcast after we are live, just to let you know, we do this every Wednesday at 8 p.m. So come and get involved in the comments. How are you all doing, guys? You good?
Good
I'm
evening.
good. Could I just question?
Hello.
Pop socket?
Oh,
You know what?
If you know, mate. If
Do you know
what's funny?
Yeah,
I know the reference that you're on about. Do you know what's funny?
threw me off.
As we were starting to go live, I realized that we hadn't actually talked about what you were going to say.
What are you
as
going to
we
say?
went
Yeah.
live. So I was
Pulling
like,
back the
has he
curtain a
thought
bit,
about
we're
it?
usually
What's about to happen here?
I come up with that on the spot.
That is
I'm getting a pro.
clever. Yeah, you are becoming the pro.
He's
Yeah,
becoming a
slowly
seasoned
but
veteran,
surely.
that's what-
What's happening, chat? How you doing?
yeah, we
Hello,
all
Oh,
good,
Ben,
everyone.
I'm flattered, Ben.
Hello,
there you go.
Tom. Yeah, we've got a new member called James. No, it's not a new member. It's James
Paul.
without his glasses, man.
And a
James.
head.
It's not James.
And
it's
a haircut.
It's not
You
James.
don't
It's
get-
James.
You fucking don't get appreciation for having your hair cut. Like, I'm sorry.
yeah.
It's like, and
When I'm not
haircut.
wearing
Like,
glasses.
Oh, this ain't high school. Like, you can't have a haircut because everyone be like, haircut.
fucking do, mate.
I get that at work.
Yeah.
I get a haircut at work.
It's back in high school. It's haircut or new shoes.
Yeah, new shoes, mate. New shoes, some
New
Rockport
shoes.
songs.
So yeah, let's shout out the chat. We
Jesus.
got Tom in the chat. We got Ben. We got Parks and Points. How we doing, both? We got Matt. We got Carl. We got Andrew. We got
a lot of people.
We got a lot of people. We got
Holy
Dan.
shit. Yeah,
got
it's
my-
happening.
Hello to my beautiful wife, Joe. There you go.
Hello, Joe.
The reason I say that is because last week she went, Sean, you never say hello to me in the chat. And I was like, oh yeah, sorry. I kind of,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
did you have to
sorry.
sleep on the sofa?
No way. That's not happening. How we doing, everyone? We got Treehouse
But that sofa's
Coasters,
comfy. Though.
Grimesy.
I won't lie to you.
Oh yeah, you slept on that sofa. It's I weren't lying.
It's a
was
comfy
I?
sofa.
It folds. It's like electric, and it folds out. So basically, it becomes a double.
What
bed.
the fuck?
Sick.
Where'd you steal that from? Batman's cave. Electric
Yeah.
fold-out sofa.
It feels like it. It feels like it. Hello, Emily. I just want to make sure we got Jesse, we got Bradley, we got Jack.
Everyone, guys. Big thumbs up for the video,
how we
guys.
doing, Dan?
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
big thumbs
30
up.
people.
Thank you.
Wow.
So, just to quickly tell you what I'm going to start doing this, I'm going to run down what we're going to go through the show. So, we're going to talk about Scarecon that I went to yesterday.
Go on, Marcus.
We're going to talk about Parque Warner's. Pretty much guaranteed now that is an Intamin mega multi-launch coaster, not mega coaster. Drayton Manor.
I don't know if we've.
We're
seen
gonna
it.
go into it.
We'll
We're
get
gonna
to
go
it.
into it.
We'll get to it.
We're gonna go into Drayton Manor's new logo, Guardians Cosmic Rewind, and then also our main topic is you're an enthusiast when. So basically, we've not even planned this, but
We've
it's
not
just
planned this at all.
it's gonna be about just funny things that us enthusiasts do, that when you actually look at it, you're like, that is a bit weird to the normal person. So yeah, we're gonna go into all that. Is that a pin?
That was a Tower's time spin, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So yes, there we go in. So we all had a good week so far.
Yeah, great, man. Like, exciting times. Just, that Scarecon, man. Like, that thing looked fucking awesome. I'm not gonna
lie. I booked the tickets to Scarecon months ago, and I kind of forgot it was coming. Like,
I was going to say, forgot you a minute ago.
Yeah, I knew. I kind of knew because like Mikey and Hannah from Scare Track, we went to them with Belgium. We was talking about it, and they've been to so many of them now. They go like every year. Well, it hasn't actually. This is the first proper real life Scarecon in 3 years because of COVID. So,
wow.
but they normally are like this is what I asked. I was like, is it so much crazier because it's like just been so long? And they were like, no, it always goes to like that scale. Like obviously they gradually get better and better, but they normally are like this. But yeah, so we went there. They had the convention in the dome in Thorpe. Thorpe wasn't open yesterday. So basically, like, just had the place. It was weird just being outside.
Yeah, that's what confused me, actually. I was like, but they set up in the dome. I thought the park was open yesterday.
Yeah, no, it wasn't open. So it was,
makes more sense now.
Which confused me because I was like, I didn't think like parks were having like days closed, but apparently Thorpe are, Legoland are as
Thorpe
well.
have kept
Random,
doing it, yeah.
But no, it was really cool. They had loads of exhibitors. Shout out to Liam Findlay from Roma Prime. Obviously, I've been talking to him for the best part of 3 years, nearly 3 years probably, and it's the first time I properly met him yesterday.
Oh wow,
so he
nice.
was exhibiting there, and actually even got to like he gave me his case at one point, his amazing wooden case. So I was just like, yeah, that's famous. Yeah.
I did see you on the TikTok.
Yeah. Oh, did you see that? Yeah, I saw that earlier. He was like, "Can I film you smelling some smells?" But he did a great. Something that was good there was, as well as they had all the stands in the dome in Vibes Bar, they had all the talks in there. So it was for loads of different talks. We missed quite a few of them,
right?
But like Liam did one about scents and how they can be used. Really, like not how you'd think. Do you know what I mean? Like I think a lot of people tend to think we got to get the most horrible smell we can think of because it's a scare maze, whereas actually you can really play with people's minds by putting things like the smell of gingerbread like being baked, because it's quite like welcoming smell, and people have got good memories of it. But then you put that inside a scare maze where you're scared, it like messes with your head even more. So it's like things like that was really, really cool. So we did that. Then at one point they basically we got us all into the center of the dome. The buckwheats come in, like loads of them with loads of chainsaws, and then they basically ushered us all down to trailers. We got to do trailers. You could keep doing it how many times you wanted, which is really cool. And then they opened up Walking Dead for us. And had the actors in the end, and it was really, really good. I love that.
So were they just at the end, like where the chair bit is?
Just at the end. I kind of expect them to be in the queue bit because I think that's such a good thing for a scare maze, is that queue. But
but I think it fucks with your head because you think someone's going to be there, and the fact that there isn't anyone there makes it worse in a way. You're like, around the corner, someone's going to be there. Oh, jeez, right,
Blair Witch.
Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. Legit. It was
but it was really good. After that we had some food. They put on like a buffet for us all in Vibes, and literally like proper food, like curry and pies and mash and like literally everything, like proper cooked food.
Buffet's now open.
Buffet's now open. I thought it's just gonna be cold food like that. That's what I thought. But and then it was the scare ball, which is it's like the award ceremony where everyone goes dressed
up. Played a bit of Metallica.
That was like, so they had the awards. I can't remember like all the winners, obviously, because there's quite a lot. But Thorpe obviously smashed it. They got best set and design for trailers. They got best scare zone roaming characters for Morecambe Meadow, the Crows, which I think is pretty well deserved.
It was a really good scare zone, yeah.
And the Crows were dressed up as crows and accepted the award, which is
your tweet made me fall off my chair laughing.
Yeah,
just trying to have a pint, mate.
When they just Like I literally went to Vibes, hadn't seen a crow at all. I didn't expect him to be around, and I was just like having a pint. I just looked around and he's just staring at me like that. I'm like, what the hell? I did not expect this at this.
That absolutely floored me. Honestly, I laughed my head off.
That's just so funny that even at Scarecon, the crows would just you just look around and just be
chilling.
There, like you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Natural habitat, mate. It just comes through the portal for a bit.
Exactly. But no, and then best UK theme park event. Obviously they someone made a good point on our table. Is the fact that it probably is deserved in a way because they've improved it so much. Like it's getting to the point where I think everyone wants it to be like back in its glory days, I guess, after like a lot of years being not what everyone wanted, I guess. But I'm not that familiar with Fright Nights. I've only done it like a handful of times, but well done to Thorpe Park for that. And best screen park in the UK went to Theatre Avon Valley, which I haven't been to, but everyone raves about that. So and you know what, the people from that park are so lovely. Like we met them briefly and they did a good cool talk as well, and very open and honest and really passionate about the industry. So that was good. One of the standout talks was from the attraction owner panel, which was Tully's Fear at Avon, Scream Park, and I can't remember what the other one was. That's really bad of me. Someone will tell me in the chat. Joe will remember. That was really bad. But yeah, that was really good. Obviously, like on our table was Lee and Josh from Extreme Escapes. And they won best award for their escape room, the best escape room called the Watcher, which is amazing because like they were just there. It was like, oh, we were up for award. But the award itself, I don't know if you saw it. It was like a devil's head. It was awesome award. Cool. Like cool.
I just saw it on Twitter. It kind of looked like a head off a totem pole at first glance, and then I looked a bit closer and I was like, that is indeed a devil head.
It was really, really cool. But yeah, so it's cool to just seeing that up close. So well done to Josh and Lee.
Yeah, well done, guys.
Extreme Escapes. That was really, really cool.
We got to check that out, James. Like we need to do some escape rooms, definitely.
Again, we just make sure we're checking up on the comments that we're not missing anything. I want to make sure any questions or anything like that. So that was really cool. And then after all the awards, they brought the band on, and it was like an amazing concert inside the dome, which was awesome with rock music, Metallica, everything. That was a great cover band. Like just I wouldn't say cover, but there's just a band just doing loads of covers.
They played covers and they played really well from what I heard. So
really,
cool.
Really good.
When it's done well, cover bands can be epic, man.
Seeing the kind of clips and videos from that, it was like they need to bring back Ministry of Sound.
For sure.
It was such a good event at Thorpe. Like it made sense. And it was a hell of a lot of fun.
For me, it would make sense for Fright Nights to have a stage in there and have a rock band, because I feel like rock goes really well with like it's Halloween, it's scary, isn't it?
Metalcore should do a set as well, I think.
But yeah, so that was really, really good. But yeah, everyone was just really, really nice. First time I've ever been to a Scarecon, and I'd recommend it to anyone. Oh, and the bloody fire show! Do you see that with the fireworks?
That looked
the fireworks being shot at Thorpe. I was like, whoa, yes.
I was there because that was a massive surprise, and there was like, go out to the balcony. That was after the award, like the final awards. When that was announced, it was like, okay, can everyone go out to the balcony now? We got a surprise, and then they just did that amazing show from Aardvark FX. Put that whole thing on. Who were a sponsor of the event and did all like the staging and lighting and everything in there. Absolutely amazing. Like the best show.
I remember you had mentioned that you were like, why don't they always do this at Fright Nights? But I was just like, is this something that they've only just thought to do? Because
it's a private. It's a private event. So like, Thorpe Park didn't put this on. This was the sponsor.
Right. Okay.
That they got. Okay, but I mean, Thorpe Park were filming it. Like Kieran and Jack were there filming it, so obviously there was a lot of involvement with Thorpe Park officials and stuff to put this on and stuff. So but yeah,
they should definitely find a way to make that happen.
Now they've seen that, and
last year at Fright Nights they had the it was like a laser and fire show. They didn't have any fireworks at it though. Which
the Legacy
did
show.
On the beach. Yeah, Legacy show.
Yeah. So
which was like laser light, and
that was like a laser light show, which was really good. But obviously
they had a few fire effects, but it wasn't anything like what they had there.
It wasn't like that. Yeah,
but the part
that was like next level.
Quiet, is it? Like where they were firing the fireworks from, you would only see from the balcony as well.
Yeah, it'd be hard.
Isn't it?
That is the problem, and it was a problem with Legacy that I've said previously. Was like, it was a great show, but it being where it was, it's out the way. It's on that walkway between Swan Island and the rest of the park, and at a certain time, there's not many people there. Like, so you have to like go out your way to see that show. Whereas I think some people just forget. Even if they plan to do it, you have to really go out your way to see it, which is a shame. But like you say, it was a problem, I guess, with spacing around Thorpe. But if they could like even if they just moved Legacy to where Darren's is, you know, like that would be amazing.
Show on top of the show on top of the building.
That's what. Yeah, I was talking to someone about that. I was talking to Dean about it, and we was like, "Can you imagine if it just caught, you know, that you know where the wall is, caught that on fire because that famously got destroyed in a fire."
Yeah,
the old witch ghost train. So I was like, "Oh, don't want to do that." But yeah, it was really, really cool. Oh yeah, they had streamers and they got caught up in the dome ceiling. So and as soon as they did it, they were like, "We promised Thorpe that this wasn't going to happen."
And it's happened.
They went everywhere, like proper like streamer cannons, like firing off. Like and even like pyrotechnics during the show. Every winner, they had like those big sparks going off, which is like,
that's amazing.
They really know how to put that event on, like Scarecon. So hats off to them. And like well done to Thorpe for like embracing that, I guess, and putting on trailers and you know, to the Ents team and stuff for getting all that sorted out, because they're putting on a trailer, putting on a scare maze out of season couldn't have been an easy task. They've got to get everyone back in, do the makeup or the costumes again, make sure the maze is operating and stuff. So
make
really,
sure
really
it's ready to go. And the actors and the actresses, they looked like they were really on point still. It looked like it was still. It felt like it was still like October. Like, you know, it was crazy.
Oh, it's so because it was really sunny and hot, and I put on Twitter, I was like, I feel like I'm in Portaventura again, because that's like the only Halloween event I've done in the sun, and it's just so cool. Like when it's just so different to like what you're used to when you only do like UK based scare events for so long. So really, really cool. So yes, we should probably address this. I did think about it, because what happened to Aaron and Joe? So Joe had he had other commitments, but the reason we didn't like make a big announcement about it was because it wasn't meant to be like a permanent thing. It was kind of
private things.
Yeah, private things going on. So so I think we did mention it around the time, but
we just wished him the best, you know,
wishing the best. But Aaron was meant to be coming back, but I get his work commitments. Like he literally can't make these shows because he's got he's moved house. He's got this new job he's working at. So he was hoping it was going to be temporary, but like the thing is with Aaron is he's always welcome back on the show. So at some point he may come back. So we don't want to say like he's left the show, because he hasn't. I guess officially, like he might come back in the future, but he's always welcome back.
Well, Aaron's part of Coaster Gen now, and he's doing some vlogs. So if you miss Aaron, go and check out some of the vlogs he's done, because
great vlogs.
I didn't even edit them. I just let him do his thing, man. It's just a natural. It really is.
Yeah. So no one's left. No one's been kicked off. It's just life. Life happens. But so. It's weird because Aaron's like not gone anywhere for us, but I guess if you're not around Aaron, you're like, he's like gone. It's like, but he's actually
I talk to him every day.
He's still in the group chat. He talks every day. So in my head, he's still part of the Chain Dogs, but just not on the show. So
he's still one of us for sure.
Lots of blood on Joe. Yeah, definitely 100%. So, that's Scarecon. Really, really cool. Someone asked if anyone can go, or you have to be part of the industry. We signed up. You normally have to be representing a company when you do a conference, but I did see some vloggers and stuff there. I don't know if they were part of the industry. So
I think Scarecon is quite open.
I'm pretty sure anyone can just go.
I'm sure I got told about it, but I was just like, I can't do it. It was a while ago, and I just didn't realize the scale of it though. Like, definitely, I think they've put themselves on the map a little bit this year. You know, with like not doing it for so long and then doing such a big event. Like,
they've had it. I think this is the first time they've had it at Thorpe in like 7 years. They've had it at Alton Towers quite a lot in the past. Like they had it like 2 years.
Scare Track. I've just said
anyone can go. Yeah, I did think that. So,
we need to do just quickly on that. We need to do a Scare Track / Chain Dogs special for Halloween this year. Definitely has to happen.
Yeah, 100%. Like 100%. Well, I just need to open a window because I'm so flipping hot.
I need to open a window.
I tried to tell you.
Yeah. So
Mr. Bird tweeting.
Catch up in the comments, guys.
First time at Fort
Try
was
to spell
2015.
Since 2015.
The first time they did it at Fort was 2015.
Nice, yeah.
But yeah, I have wanted to go to it for quite a while since seeing it, and just never have kind of got around to it. I always forget that it's just randomly halfway through the year. You think Scarecon?
Yeah, and it just doesn't.
Like.
It's funny. You would think. I remember thinking that actually. Like you would think it would be like sometime soon after all the Halloween events had finished.
Yeah, because I always forget about it because it's halfway through the year.
What you've got, I guess what you got to remember though is like, right, so Halloween only lasts for a certain period, so there's a massive like ramp up for like months before the events happen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then you've got the whole breakdown of all the events.
Yeah.
So like they are busy for like probably like next month. They will all be like flat out until probably like now. So it makes sense to do it like out of season. So yeah, like not so
around about now is probably the only time I suppose they have in between taking everything down, like you said, and then planning for the next.
I mean, like you see how early towers close the towers.
Yeah,
they're setting up, and it feels like it just gets earlier every year. You have like a month where you can go in them.
And it was announced as well yesterday that they always do a Scarecon aftershock, which is like just after the Halloween season. They'll have like a private event. So like last year, that the aftershock event was Fright Nights. So after Fright Nights closed, they had like basically like a private buyout of Fright Nights.
That's what I knew about, not Scarecon. It was
so some people have like was talking to some people and they went, oh yeah, it's our first time at Scarecon, but we come to aftershock thinking that was Scarecon, but it wasn't. It was like aftershock. So it's not. But yeah, it got announced that they're doing it at Traumatica at Europa Park this year. So that's
wow,
it's a big thing, man. Is they're gonna have it? And our good friend Kate, who's an amazing, I've known Kate since like I was 17, and it's so weird how life works because I didn't realize how involved she was in the scare industry to the fact that now she's like on the creative team of Traumatica Europa Park. She's been doing all the makeup there for years, and now she's like full on like designing mazes and stuff for him.
Holy shit! Fair play.
I've known her since I was like 16, but not really. Didn't keep in touch for ages.
That's
and then
mad.
Yeah, so that was really, really cool. Kate Monroe, that is, she's quite famous in the scare industry for her makeup and that. So, anyway, right. Intamin coaster. A new Intamin coaster is coming.
I've not seen this.
At Parque Warner Madrid, which some good friends of ours, which is Marcus from Thrill Riders and Sam Costello from YouTube. Recently went there. So this only come on my radar in the last 2 days. I didn't even know that this was happening. But yeah, there's been some coaster track spotted in the park. Have you got some more info on this, McCall? I know that you were the one who brought it.
I mean, like I
not bought the coaster, I brought the news.
Yeah, you brought the coaster. It's like, when did I go wild with that debit card? Fucking No, I mean, I don't really know much more about this than you guys do. Like, but I have seen photos of what looks like Intamin, like new gen Intamin track on site at the park, and there's been some talk here and there about what it could possibly be. There's been rumors about like Parque Warner getting a sizable new coaster for a while now, but it's been speculated that it's been Intamin. It's only recently that it's kind of been confirmed just by photos of track pieces showing up at the park.
Shout out to _Parque Warner, who's a lot of these photos are from, by the way, on Instagram.
And I'm just trying to think of everything that I can recall from.
Has there been any sort of NL2 render idea yet?
So apparently there has been, but it hasn't been made public yet. Apparently in some Spanish enthusiast circles, it's been seen as what it can as what the
it might be,
what the layout could include, and it's not been confirmed to be a multi-launch, but there's heavy rumors flying around that it is going to be a multi-launch coaster.
I mean, just seeing where them footers stretched to on that overview we just had then on that last picture.
It did look like a launch section, yeah.
It goes quite far. It looks like a launch section. Yeah. Lots of over
potential
and under. And
actually looks like it could be a
spike launch.
Like Tutatis and Pantheon.
Yep.
It looks like it could be that.
The way it goes over that center, it looks like it could have that.
Yeah.
Can we just step down as well? What's up?
I was gonna say, can we just like look at the length of them supports? Like, this is a sizable thing. It looks like it's not gonna be. Like, it's not gonna be.
It looks like it's gonna have some height on it for sure. Yeah, I have no idea what. I think from like from what I've seen being a blurred out sort of section of a POV of what could be a POV of it. There might be a stall on it. That's cool. That's pretty much all I know.
I mean, it's the next gen Intamin. It's going to have a stall at some point. It's going to stall somewhere in there. Definitely. Yeah, they're chunky. They're chunky supports.
I'm interested to eventually see the rest of the layout and see if it improves. See if it improves on anything that Pantheon and Two Tatis does.
Brilliant. Two Titties.
Yeah.
Emma was saying, and also Ben, really keen to go Parque Warner. Terrifying, but now I shall wait for newness. Yes.
I went
to
see
Spanish
Parque Warner. Parque Warner is a nice park. I've been once. I don't really remember much from it. Like I've ridden all the coasters there apart from Stuntfall because it was closed, and I think whatever kiddie coasters they had there, and I barely remember any of them. So but I don't remember any of them being bad apart from their wooden coaster Express, which was kind of boring. But I mean, like the park it's a nice park for sure. I do want to get back there, especially now that they're evidently doing something pretty interesting here.
Yeah, it's exciting, man. That when was the last time that place had an actual coaster? Well, it's 2009.
Wow.
And that was was that a kiddie thing? Let me just check on. That was a Mack Rides Young Star coaster. So like a kiddie kind of coaster. So
it's just interesting that I feel like I was going to say it hasn't been since Shambhala that Spain got something pretty noteworthy in the coaster department, but then like there's like Red Force, but I feel like Red Force is very split.
It's really strange
in terms of what people think of it. Some people really like it, some people think it's shit.
I like it.
So
I
don't think I have never. Well, obviously you have, but I was going to say I've never heard anyone say it's shit. But I've heard people say it's overrated, which I can kind of get. Like, I like it.
I love it. I think it's great.
You go towards the back, like from back. It's pretty rattly, man. Like it's so weird. Like the front half.
It's different.
It's so
to be fair, I've seen photos of both the launch track and the brake run, like. Just like you look all the way down the rails. The rails are doing this.
It's weird, mate. Is it just they can't deal in like the Spanish like climate or like intimate? Like
I'm really not sure
because like Fiore's Baco is like that. If you sit on the inside seats, it's all right. If you sit on the wing seats, like the outside bit. It's so I can't stand it. Like the launch, it's I'll always do it because the launch is amazing on it. the launch.
That airtime off that launch is
so
awesome.
much better than Red Force. Like I mean, Red Force's launch is pretty weak because it's just the nature of LIM. When you hydraulic compared to LSM. Sorry, LSMs. But yeah, it's I still think stealth is technically better. Personally.
Why you like this, Dan?
Maybe the smoothest.
Who the hell said that? Oh, right.
I mean,
who said that?
I mean,
the guy was about to slap someone.
I get it. Who the fuck came up with that? Who the fuck said that?
I mean, I say Colossus isn't rough, so I can't really debate it. Really, can I?
Nah,
so
I don't remember ever having a
Batty Van Gogh
face. What?
Batty Van Gogh face. So we was talking about, you know, when we was talking last week, we was going through SW9 and we were talking about Chris and his maps and the fact that he looks after bats.
Yep.
No.
He looks after him actually when they need a home, and he's got one at the minute. He's got a little bat that's pregnant, and he's like just sending us videos of it, like flying around the house and feeding it and stuff. It's so cool.
I want to see these videos.
I'll send them to you. I'll send them to you in the group chat. But yeah, it's really
awesome.
really sweet.
I want bat updates.
He's literally Alfred.
Yeah. How are we doing, Treehouse Coasters? How are we doing, KI? Oh no, Treehouse was already here. Hello, KI.
Oh, nice pubs, by the way, recently. Like them. Good pubs. That he's been doing.
Yeah.
I thought I said pogs at first. I was like,
no, pubs, man. Pubs. Yeah.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Go for it.
No, I'm fine.
Right in the microphone.
Oh, that was disappointing. There's nothing more disappointing than wanting to sneeze.
Luke, have you got a secret?
No, absolutely not, mate. I fucking hate sneezing. It makes me. I need a nap, mate. When I sneeze.
I think it's.
It makes you need a nap. How hard are you sneezing?
Yeah,
pretty hard. I imagine. Yeah, it's. I don't know.
You
what
sneeze so hard that you fly onto your bed.
Yes,
sneezing
wherever I am.
Spirit over there, Jesus.
It's the I just find it very satisfying to sneeze.
I sneeze and I'm like, yo, I'm done for the day. That's it.
Anyway, can we move on from sneezing?
Oh no! Anyway,
sneezing fit put you in a fucking coma.
So next up, we have Drayton Manor new logo.
Yeah,
it's
rebrand, not logo.
So
rebrand.
it is a rebrand. Let's get that right. It is a rebrand, and I think that's the important thing. Obviously, people are going to say I do work with the park. So yeah, if you want to say I'm biased, I'm biased. I don't mind. You can say that. That's up to you to say that. But
I mean, even if you didn't work with the park, you'd be biased. You grew up with the place.
Yeah, I grew up with the well. If anything, I should be one of
people
these,
get
crazy...
garden swings. You get apocalypse. Come on.
Yeah. So yeah, this is it was announced yesterday that Drayton Manor are rebranding. So they had this little video announced. People have lost their bloody minds over this.
They have flipped their shit. To put it politely.
So this is obviously their old logo, and I said on Twitter, I was like, I grew up with this logo, not necessarily this exact logo, but it's always been a variant of this logo as far as well since I was a kid. So. But yeah, they've gone to this. So it is such a stark contrast. So I'm not denying that. And that's what I said. I was like, I didn't see this. To be fair, no, I saw it the night before because I had to do some things. But I basically found out when most other people found out about it. It wasn't that far after. And yeah, it took me by surprise. It was, I think the main criticism of it is that it's just a font, not like a visual sort of logo that we're used to with a lot of different parks, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But you know, I've got a really big soft spot for this. To me, you know, the yellow, the blue, the red, that's Drayton Manor all over to me. What you laughing at?
That just sounded funny to me.
What?
Soft spot for that. I thought you were going to talk about maybe like the Shockwave like.
I mean, no, I mean it was only.
Like,
I mean, let's be honest, it was only a matter of time. Like, I'm surprised Shockwave has been on there this long. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's
no. I'm just saying. Yeah. I thought when you said you had a big soft spot for this logo, I thought you were going to point out just like the
specific
the
aspects,
Shockwave,
not just
specific aspects of the logo,
yellow,
instead of just the colors.
yeah, you laugh though.
I get what you're saying.
It's a very striking like color palette. Like, and when you live so close to it,
Shockwave's still orange.
Yeah.
It's still 7-Up Shockwave.
But yeah, so like obviously a lot of people just really kicked off about it. I think there's nothing wrong with voicing your opinion.
No.
Like, parks have to be open to criticism. They have to be. Like, their clients are the people who are technically in charge, really. Especially their fans and stuff. So yeah. I'm not saying it's bad to criticize and stuff, but some people were like, well, personal. To be fair, it was mainly Facebook.
Yeah.
Twitter wasn't as bad at what I saw anyway. I know there was some crazy like trolling and stuff, but it's gonna happen,
there's
guys.
shit
that's
everywhere
happen.
about it.
Yeah, but like Facebook, like there was like like mums just like telling him off, like literally saying you should be ashamed and all this. I'm like, it's a logo, guys. It's like it is what it is. It's and I think Parks and Pints were saying I didn't love it at first. It's very different, but it's definitely growing on me. It's nice and clean on there. Their website looks so much better. That's what we said earlier before the podcast.
It definitely is a logo that's been designed to stand as a brand and work with everything else rather than just on its own.
It works with anything around it. Like as soon as you put something theme park related on it, it works.
Well, there was one picture where it blended in to like the background images that they had at the top of the screen there.
Which is just vanished. That's the problem when you've just
that club card logo. It's just a font on blue. It's horrible. Look at that.
But so what I was saying is like this is a problem when it's just like the font, like it's not just the font, but it's like well placed. Like there's nothing behind it. It's not an emblem. It's
some track, maybe.
It's just I feel like I think me and McCall were talking about this, about how you have to remember, like you can't just assume everyone knows that you're a theme park, especially if you're called Drayton Manor and there's no manor there anymore. So I do get the criticism where it was like there needed to be something visual, like you say, like even if it wasn't a coaster track, it was just like like I don't know, just like
just even fairground related kind of
like
like
a carousel or something.
Yeah, or the Adventure Cove swing, like
I think that would have definitely like set it out. But I don't know. I just like it when parks have some kind of icon. As in like something that represents it. You got towers with the towers. You've got like Portland's Park with their kind of like, I don't even know what you call it.
What would you choose though? Would you choose Shockwave again though? Would you go back to the corkscrews? I mean,
no, I think just generic track personally. I would have.
Yeah,
I saw someone do like quite a cool design.
People have been making the likening of the swirl in the place of the O in Drayton to Maelstrom, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because it kind of is
on all over the thingy. And 4, don't forget 4 as well. That spins,
they've got they've got quite a few little spinning rides, but I guess that is the representation of the rides, isn't it? But I'd say I'm the same with Parks and Pints. Like I didn't love it, and it's the more I'm looking at it, the more it's growing on me.
I like the Y because it splits the Drayton. That's cool. Like the way it goes through. That's nice. Kind of has that.
Do you think it has? That's the question now. Is Drayton, because it does look very childlike, but I'd say I guess it works for the family market they're going for. But I don't necessarily think. I don't necessarily think that means like we're not getting a coaster though, or like more thrilling rides. Look at Portland's Park. You know what I mean? Like they still are like a child park.
Yeah.
Well, look, I saw a lot of people questioning if like such a change to the visual identity of the park in this sense and in this direction meant that Shockwave was going to be removed, and they outright said on Twitter that Shockwave's here to stay. Like
Shockwave won't go anywhere, man.
They're not getting rid of Shockwave, so
no,
yeah, it's not going anywhere.
It's that in itself,
the whole station.
That in itself is kind of indicative of the fact that they still want to keep that thrill aspect in the park.
Yeah.
Which to me, and like leading into my opinion of it, like to me it kind of just like we said this off air, to give, like I love that they are reimagining the identity of the park from a visual and marketing aspect, because I'm not someone who grew up with the park. I don't really have much sentimental connection to the park logo itself, and in my opinion the old logo did look pretty dated to me. So I do like that they are reinventing themselves visually, but that, like, I did have similar thoughts in that, and I mean I said it in the chat, like that logo looks like the logo for a nursery, like in the sense, like it looks like
I've seen a few comments.
It looks like they're going full send into what am I trying to say? Full send into just like target market being families with young children.
Yeah, toddlers.
Which is fine. Which is absolutely fine. Like, I mean, like, we champion Portland's Park for doing the same. Yep. Right?
But you have to have a balance.
But
yeah,
like that's absolutely fine, and you can do well with that as Portland's Park have. But when you're keeping, and when you state that you're keeping thrill attractions like Shockwave, they didn't say like thrill attractions in general, they were talking about Shockwave specifically. But when you keep attractions like that around and you're vocal about it, it becomes kind of confusing in terms of what you're wanting to offer at the park. And we said that off air. Obviously, like, I'm not the type of person to really like vocalize much outside of hey, look, pretty picture on Twitter. But I like it
very pretty pictures, by the way.
It's kind of giving two different directions. And like I said, I like that. I like the fact that they're reinventing themselves and their marketing image, but it's like,
yeah, I know you're saying.
Kind of saying one thing and doing something else.
Yeah.
Did you read the brief though? Like a plan? Like they released a plan with that new image.
I haven't had a chance to read it because
good read, man.
It's
exciting times.
I should have read it, but this made me feel a little bit better, because when I saw this, I was like, I get it. I kind of get it now. Like if they're doing this style of like branding across everything.
Lightwater fucking didn't do that, so
yeah. I mean, I was going to come to like Lightwater, because like Lightwater changed their branding recently, and if you want to talk about trying to appeal to family market, oh my god, like they've gone full send into yeah, like they have to be. Oh my god, I mean, at least it didn't have a mascot in it. That's all I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is the new one, isn't it?
Yep,
I think. Yeah,
that's the new. That's the new one.
That's the new one. So like, family adventure park. I think, by the way, World of Thrills, which is a great new YouTube channel. Met him at Legoland. Go check him out. But he said, do you feel like it might be too cliche having a theme park glyph in it? I'd say, yeah, potentially.
There's nothing. Did you just say cliche?
Sorry, I know. Cliche. I'm tired, bro. You don't realize I've had like 4 hours sleep and work today after having a
Andy got harassed by some crows. Like,
yeah, exactly. Give me a break, man. But I would normally agree with that, but at the same time, like it's a theme park, you kind of gotta go cliche. It's like with it when you're designing. I think when you're having a logo, you know, it's not like Thorpe Park. Like it's got park in the title. Like they're called Drayton Manor. Like like we were saying earlier before the show, like Alton Towers get away with it because they have a towers there. Drayton Manor when there's like one part of it left and it's a clock tower and that's it. So there's already people who go to the park and it's like, where's the manor? It's not there anymore. But so you've kind of got to be a little bit more clear on what your offering is if you're just showing a logo. But what I was saying was in terms of like if they're showing, if all their marketing now is going to be this type of thing, right?
I'm listening.
Oh, God, you got to work with me, guys. I'm lagging. But if they've got this type of branding on everything, if they've got this type of branding on everything, then I think it's going to work.
Cliche. Oh, that's good.
Cliche. God, what the fuck?
Moving on.
Anyway,
I didn't even say glitch. Cleach. Quiche.
Come on, you'll get Ben started again. Sorry, Ben. We're sorry. We don't mean to bring Fran into it, mate.
Oh God.
But yeah, I don't know. I think I don't necessarily think. I think they're going for family, but family includes little kids, dads, the older siblings. They've got to have something for everyone, and I think that is where Drayton are going. I don't think the logo matters that much in terms of like it does matter. Obviously, it does matter, but I don't think we have to take on face value on what a logo mean. I mean, Portland's Park logo is like I mean, it's pretty basic. You know, when you look at Portland's Park. Like that looks kind of babyish to me, you know. That could be anything.
But then Portland's Park has always been that park for younger families, though.
Not anymore, though. They've got like bloody Cyclonator, like you know what I mean. They've got just had like one of the best themed areas ever. Well, ever. No, ever. Chill out, fucking out.
No, but in the UK, I'm just saying historically, that's been their identity, though. And and their branding has always.
But I don't
run parallel with that.
But I don't look at
that.
Anyway. I don't look at that logo because I know it's always been that logo. I don't look at that logo and go, "Oh, it's a baby park." I don't think I'd ever. I just think, I don't know, man. Like a park logo does matter,
yeah.
But I don't think it should. It necessarily has. It's nice if it does.
It shouldn't. It doesn't necessarily have to say everything about what the. But
I mean, we're bound to overanalyze a logo when it's not been changed in like 30 years. In my lifetime. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be crazy, but I mean,
a good video would be like going through all the logos and like what they represent and stuff. I think that would be pretty cool to do. You know,
I think they've got like 3 logos over the entire history of the
park. we could start playing. Remember that app? Like, I guess the logo. We should do that with like there's a quiz.
God, I remember that app.
Do you remember that app? That app was
a throwback.
Man. Yeah, that is a proper throwback. The Flappy Birds last week. See what I'm doing here? I'm starting a trend here of old apps. Just keep going back. But
just speaking on that though.
By the way, Danielle said Lightwater have gone Gulliver's Younger Market, Drayton are going Portland's Family Thrill. Yeah, which makes sense in a way, I guess. Yeah. That's what I mean.
I think Drayton will thrive in that market, and you know, like they are thriving in it. And yeah, it was just curious.
Yeah,
it was curious. That's how I'll describe it. It was curious.
It's very curious. But no, I'm
intriguing.
I mean, I said on Twitter, I was like, look, it's nice that they're thinking about that because, like, the more I've looked at it now, I'm like, yeah, Drayton's logo did look dated. In my head, it didn't become so used to it. But if you do actually look at it, it was needed changing.
Yeah.
So those saying if it's not broke, don't fix it. That doesn't really. That doesn't apply here because
it doesn't apply to theme parks in
you
general.
Can't break a
theme
logo.
Parks are always reinventing themselves.
Yeah. I can understand you saying a coaster, removing a coaster, and it's a great coaster or something. But with a logo, like times change, you know. I mean, there's that one time where everyone was just having 3D logos all the time, and that got dated very fast, you know.
Yeah.
All the isometric stuff, like, it was like a big fad for ages, weren't it? And now everyone's having to change their logos. Like, just trends come around and stuff.
Everyone trying to be now 50 or now 32. Like,
but I'd say like I do get the criticisms. I'm not saying people are wrong for airing them, but also, like, you know what? Like, if you feel strongly about it, it's probably better to email the park. Like, they do want to hear criticism. Like, they do want to hear customer feedback. Parks need to hear customer if they want it. That's why they have feedback forms. That's why they like do surveys and stuff all the time. You know, Twitter and socials isn't necessarily to start having a rant, because it's literally one person behind that.
Literally, instead of bludgeoning the socials about it,
the CEO is not tweeting from their account. So like CEO Loopings is not on the account. It's someone
CEO of Luton Airport.
Luton Airport. Luton Airport, you need to put some airplanes on that logo, man. Like, doesn't tell me what you are, where you are.
I think Sean's struggling today.
I am.
Sean, let's move it. Let's go.
Yeah, so
Even Craig.
Yeah. Matt said, I wonder if the uniforms will change, and what is it? Yeah, Scare Track. Mikey was saying that it's just DMP. Yeah, there's a pretty standard. It's like DMP, which I quite like their uniforms. I think they look quite cool. But and Craig said Matt has hit the nail on the head. Drayton is going places. Time to support them onwards and upwards. I saw this come up quite a lot. Right. Let's remember, like it wasn't too long ago that Drayton had a fire, got flooded, went bankrupt. You know, the awful accident. COVID, all this stuff for at home. There's in liquidation, and now like they've got, you know, they did Adventure Cove, they got this Vikings area. Like, what more do you want? Like, is it a crime against humanity that they just do a logo that you don't like? Like, come on, guys. Like, I know everyone in this chat was not part of that. So yeah, I'm not ranting at everyone, but at the same time, like, it is a logo. It's not. Don't worry. Like, they haven't taken your pet hamster. Chill out.
Better not be.
Yeah, fucking not me.
Yeah.
I wish you fucking would. See what happens.
Danielle makes a good point. Like, everyone can give their opinions, but just don't be rude, man. And I was talking to someone at another park recently, and it's like enthusiasts have gone on for years about why don't the parks care about enthusiasts? Like, why don't they engage more with them? Like, in the recent years, they have, like, all the parks, I feel like, have started opening up to the UK parks have started opening up to the idea of enthusiasts, communicating with them. There's a lot of enthusiasts, myself included, that are working with parks, like openly working with parks. They love it. They know, like, our passion. We're on board with it. So let's not try and, like, and then you go on Twitter, and then all the people like giving him bad
say that, like, giving shit to parks.
It's just weird. Like, just think about like how that looks to just your average family who are seeing that like comment. Like, I don't know. Like, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. You can agree with me. I'm not saying I'm in the right. I'm just saying, like, when the park's biggest problems with social media is like the fans of the park, and they're being like the harshest critics. Which it happens in any kind of fandom and stuff, though, isn't it? The fans are always the harshest critics. Yeah, it's almost like a I don't know what the right word is, but yeah, like, just think about it, and like, if you do have, like, if enough people, like, say, email them your thoughts, they'll get the message. You don't have to hammer them on socials, I don't think, anyway. Yeah, memes are funny. Memes are fine. Like, but when you're actually in their comments, or, you know, you're just Like,
I've said this before. With creative decisions, social media, in a lot of instances, the members of the theme park members of staff behind the social media accounts have very little to do with those decisions.
Absolutely.
And in terms of communicating those decisions and changes to potential guests and people on social media and stuff, they're just the middleman. So what is like you are achieving nothing by just hurling abuse there, just blindly hurling abuse and negative and hatred their way.
I don't want to get
it achieves nothing.
I don't want to get too ranty and be like telling people off and stuff. That's not where I want to go with this. But
right.
Like what
that needs to be said,
I agree with what you're saying, McCall, because at the end of the day, I saw one comment saying like whoever's designed this needs to be fired. Like you don't know, like wow. There's probably been like 50 different logos designed. Like it's not the graphic, like one graphic designer is not going, here you go, like just put this out. Like,
right.
It's gone through any park with whether it's a coaster, a new ride, branding for a new coaster or things like that. It's gone through so many different heads, and then everyone has to sign it off. Like it's a whole team effort, like from everyone. Massively. It's not just one thing. And the person who maybe designed the logo might not even work at the park, might be like an outside company, and they might have, that maybe they're not on board with it, so I don't know, like don't start saying let's fire like people, like it's a ridiculous thing to say.
Can I just make one point, like
especially in today's economic climate.
The biggest thing for me is, guys, you can be angry, you're entitled to be angry and frustrated if that's how you want to feel, but remember, people are behind these accounts, not like robots. I said this on my tweet. You will hurt people's feelings. You will hurt people's mental health. Think about that before you start posting shit. Yeah, that's what I got to say. That's it. Just think about it. Be kind. That's it.
Yeah, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I think that's all.
I think we can leave that there.
So, right.
Wraps it up nicely.
Yeah. But yeah, there we go. Get your comments in, even if you disagree with us. But there we go.
So Guardians of the Galaxy preview, that's happened.
Yeah. So we saw Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind.
Yes.
Has been doing their is it the Passholder
Passholders previews, I think it is. Yeah. And the lines have been insane. They've been like,
I mean, we knew it would be.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
I mean, how many trains does that thing run?
Does
anyone know off the top of their head? It's a lot. Is it like?
No, I think it's a lot. I've like.
It's going to be a fair few.
Fair few.
It has a dual unloading and loading separate.
Yeah. So
separate,
wow, I did not know that.
Really? I could be wrong on that.
No, that's right. It's dual loading and then it's a separate offload. So like.
Oh yeah.
It is. So. I think someone, I can't remember who it was. Was it what's his name? I'll look at it up in a minute. But someone was saying like this could have an estimated throughput of like 2,500 people per hour. Like,
was that like, DSNY newscast?
I don't have any stats on the amount of trains or anything.
That's not who I saw it from. It was Tommy Hawkins.
Tommy Hawkins.
Yeah, Tommy Hawkins. Yeah, Tommy Hawkins. It's something he put. So obviously he's like really, he's done a lot of he did like the whole someone help me out, the words here. You know what he's done?
Video?
The Planet Coaster.
Yes.
Creation.
He's been very invested in this whole thing. So like I have
seen that.
It's a ballpark figure, but at the same time, what I'm saying is like it's going to be, no matter what it is, it's going to be high throughput. So I saw a lot of people saying like, because there was that big post going out about all the queues outside and saying like the queue's so short inside.
Yeah.
Like why haven't it used like the whole building when it was used for like a 45-minute attraction? And it's like because it's got like 3 bloody stations in there. First half of the ride, it's going to have like the breakout rooms for the staff. It's going to like have all the back end areas. So we got all the tech in there, and because it's a fast moving queue, long term it probably doesn't need that big of a queue. They can't build a massive queue just for the initial hype. Because you got to think long term, like so. And at the same time, like, everyone's used to these queues. And also, it's going to be opening with
virtual queue. Boarding groups.
Boarding
as well.
I thought they would do. Yeah.
Boarding groups and I think Lightning Lane as well. So,
and do you know what? Like, it might be biased, but I didn't think that was a terrible idea. I did the boarding passing for Rise of Resistance, and yes, I was lucky I got it, but I planned contingencies in case I didn't get it. Basically, I went at the start of my holiday, and I was like, if I don't get it, I'm gonna keep trying every single morning until I get it, even if I'm in that. But that was when park hopping was allowed. Hopefully, park hopping does come back. You still have to reserve. Which is
you have to reserve one ticket and then you can park up after 2 p.m.
A quick tangent.
Sure, because
I think it's absolutely. But I do want to make it quick because like we've got to get onto our main topic. But I think I think it's so disgusting, right? That cast members can't even go to any parks because they don't know when their days off are going to be. I think it's like for into 2-3 weeks time.
Yeah.
So by the time they know their days off, they go to reserve. It's full. The parks are full. So there's like cast members there who've like, I've not been to a day in Disney in like some months. And I'm like, how, like, if anyone shouldn't have to reserve, it should be cast members. It's absolutely disgusting, man. Like,
so a friend of mine, first of all, my friend Sam, who lives in Florida, he rode Guardians today, and he said it was pretty good. But like we've talked about, because he has a couple of friends who work at the parks at Walt Disney World, and we just said the same thing. When we went to Walt Disney World in November, like that was the first time his friend had been into the parks in like weeks and months, because how the cast members aren't able to basically take advantage of the fact that they work at the parks, or take advantage of their ability to get into the parks because they work at the parks is it's stupid. Like, it's stupid.
Horrible. It's so unfair. I just can't get my head around it, you know. But anyway, so going back onto Cosmic and the boarding pass, what I was saying was, I put in contingencies in, so I knew that I was going to do Rise at some point. It is a lottery, but that's the best way of doing it. Like, realistically, unless you want to have like 4 hours queues every single day to get the ride on. Like, I don't want to be spending 4 hours. I would rather just know early on whether I can ride it or not for the day. Do you know what I mean? Rather than,
fair enough.
I know some people would be like, I've got one shot at doing Rise, so I'll wait 4 hours. But I don't think you know the realities of that, being a Brit in Florida and actually
takes away
4 hours in Florida humidity. Even if they put misters out and stuff, like, that ain't gonna be nice. Like it just isn't. And you'll probably, I mean, we'd, like I say, like we'd just go red. We'd just be burnt to a crisp.
Especially me. I've not been away since 2019. I'm just gonna just fry.
Yeah,
just gonna fry when I get there. You have to play on this.
But it's not even the sun. It's not even the sun. It's just
I can't wait till that humidity slaps you clean in the face when you step out the airport.
It's something else.
Yeah.
But by the end of it, I've said this before, but by the end of it, you'll know the exact route to get all the aircon.
Yeah.
Going to
Magic Kingdom, in Vegas.
Going in all the shops. I knew all the shortcuts through the shops. We get a bit of aircon on the go on the way there.
Legit, we walked through casinos to get aircon in Vegas when we went. Like, we learned the route in 17 and then did it again in 19. The same route, same aircon. Beautiful.
But so Luke's going to be the first one out of us to be getting there on that. So he'll report back on his experience. I'm avoiding all spoilers of it whatsoever, just because I know that I'm going in September. So.
Yeah, man.
In August, September.
One more point on Disney. If you guys have seen the new Doctor Strange film, just to let you know that Wanda and Doctor Strange are at Avengers Campus walking around the characters, meet and greets.
Oh, right.
And they look epic, man. They look epic. So look out for that. If there's a lot of vlogs about, lots of people are vlogging it, so check them out because they do look really cool, and I hope they come to like Hollywood Studios, maybe. Hopefully, I don't know.
So, I love this tweet. I put it in our chat, but I still think you guys thought it was a spoiler. But like, this isn't a spoiler at all. But this was just a hilarious thing. Red was going, I can't believe Doctor Strange 2 ends with Guardians telling us they need our help and to book
I saw that
Cosmic Rewind to find out how the movie ends.
for a second, I was like, what? To be honest, I could see Disney going end credit scene. Let's promote Cosmic Rewind.
I think, oh mate,
but
let's not talk about end credit scenes. Let's move on.
Not spoiling anything, but
don't spoil anything. We do
no
not
spoilers. Nothing. Nah.
Like watch
Go
out
watch
for
it.
you.
It's
It's just
good
This is a
crash.
spoiler
I think
free
spoilers
zone.
come. So yes. Does that wrap up? And
the topic. Let's go.
Oh,
In the
actually,
chat.
one more thing on the Intamin
one
coaster,
more.
Parque Warner Madrid, was the official statement from the park says all these attractions will share the spotlight with a new roller coaster that will be released in 2023. So we know
next
that
year.
the coasters next.
I'm going to
next year.
Spain.
So there's
Currently,
so there's 2
it says all these
Intamin multi-launch
attractions.
coasters opening up in Western Europe next year.
Yep, boy.
Nice.
Nice.
Giving Fakoma a run for the money.
Guilty tracks.
So, yeah.
Don't worry, Energylandia's got them covered.
Yeah. God, yeah. Energylandia is keeping the game going, I think. So
A little bit.
You're an enthusiast when
you're
I'm gonna start.
Okay, go for it. You start then.
You specifically get contact lenses. Which, the reason I'm wearing them today is I'm getting used to wearing them for long periods of time to go to a theme park.
Yeah. Joe will tell you it's worth it. Joe, that's the same with Joe. That's why she started getting contacts for that specific reason, because it is a hard thing to get used to. A lot, it's not. You really got to commit to it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people
I've been wearing them all day today.
Or you get a. I mean, everyone calls it this, so I'm just going to say it. You get a strap on.
Strap on, mate.
I did used to use a strap on.
Oh, you used to use a strap on.
Phil.
But no, like any ride,
strap on gets very good use, to be fair. On the coasters, of course.
Any rides with over the shoulder restraints, it's horrible to use because you hit your ear without gloves. Not too bad. If you got glasses behind your ear and you hit
Impressive.
it's painful. So yeah.
I got one.
Yeah, go.
You're a theme park enthusiast when you smell anything that's burning, you go, oh, Wicker Man.
Wicker Man. No, it's even worse than that. I go, oh, wood smoke.
Yeah, legit. It's like, oh, I can smell. I always start like, it's like anywhere I go, if I smell something burning, they usually burn the rubbish in the back garden next door, and I'm like, oh yeah, smell Wicker Man. You got it right there.
I have it on my desk just to smell Wicker Man every day.
Actually, mine's up there.
Everyone, get your aroma prime. Liam, hit us up with a sponsor.
Prime.
Am I the only one who doesn't have one of these in there?
No, I haven't got one.
Okay.
I do have.
Let's smell the concentrated wood smoke.
Yeah.
What the heck?
You're a theme park enthusiast.
Jeez.
Ride smells.
When you try to get all the colours.
And you try to collect every single ride.
This is like Jewel and Hex, which is earthy and musty.
Most people collect fridge magnets, sure.
I have fridge magnets, but so yeah, that's definitely a weird enthusiast thing.
Liam,
but,
am I going to be the one to say the obvious one?
What's that?
You're a theme park enthusiast when you spend 20 minutes dissecting a theme park logo.
Yes.
Legit.
I'm going to say the one that sprung to mind straight away when I was thinking about this was, you're an enthusiast when you're checking queue times of parks that you're not even at.
Yeah. Fantasyland.
Yeah,
I've been doing that recently.
Not even. You know what? Like I was thinking about this, and I was like, it's that, but it's when you're not even planning on going to the park anytime soon. You just like, I wonder what towers like. So like, and then you just cry when Wicker Man's on 5 minutes. And you're like, why am I not at all towers? So yeah,
when someone talks about B&M, the shop, and you hear
literally every single time.
I do like the where was it? When you see a radio tower, and for a split second you think it's a drop tower.
Or the Blackpool Tower.
On the way to like Thorpe, I swear, and I always go, oh, it's stealth. Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
Exactly. You'll see something like the radio tower in Liverpool and think there's an SNS space shot at the top of it just because of the Las Vegas Strip.
When you booked a normal holiday, then you check to see if there's any road creds / theme parks.
There it is. 100%. That's the one.
Or you specifically book holidays because of theme parks.
Yeah, that's literally what me and Joe are doing this year.
So I've done it twice. Already.
When you read the word map as Merlin Annual Pass in any context,
yes,
specifically a British enthusiast, definitely. Matt said when you sit watching this every Wednesday.
Whoa, there you go.
You are welcome.
You win. You win, Matt.
Parks and Pints said, Sean, you said this on Twitter, but thinking everyone is an icon stand with those icon hats. This is like this squared. Oh god.
Oh mate. Nah.
It took me so long to realise it wasn't icon merch. I was getting really
One from Joe previously. You have a theme park bag full of supplies by the door, ready to go at any time.
Yeah, 100%. Oh my god, like specific theme park. We said this last week as well. I was like, you're enthusiast when your clothing buying decisions depends on has it got zippy pockets, basically.
You buy cargo shorts in bulk.
The amount of times I've looked at coats and I've gone, oh, I love that coat. I want it. I'm literally going to buy it, and I go, but it's not got zippy pockets. I can't buy it. Like I literally cannot use it now because like you even if you don't plan to use it as like a theme park jacket, you're bound to know that you're going to end up wearing it at a theme park by accident, and then it's just for me. I need stuff on me, man.
On me stuff. I love that you call them zippy pockets and not just
zippy
pockets.
Zippy pockets. Must be like it must be a Midlands thing. It must be a Midlands thing.
This is very true. What Matt said. When you go to your local and don't go on any rides.
Yeah.
I can go to Thorpe now and just go, I don't really care if I get on anything.
I really like
Ben, I'm the same, mate. It's boring when it's not boring. It's true.
Yeah.
Like main reason I'm trying to lose weight so I can fit on roller coasters. Mate, I'm shitting myself riding Gwazi. Like I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Though. Yeah. Like good luck, man. Like
and cue Rocky Balboa training montage.
Yeah, there it is.
I think it's a really like honestly, like there's been so many amazing stories in like from coastal enthusiasts that like it's really like changed their lives in terms of like giving them a health kick and like it's so because there's so many reasons for like like I can attest to this, like you putting weight on, it's not just as easy as some people say, like just stop eating or just eat better things. It's like there's so many facets to it. There's health reasons, there's mental health reasons, there's it's like a can of worms. But yeah, it's like having that goal, that sole focused goal, it just shows you like being enthusiast can be healthy as well. It gives that extra kick.
Unless you go to pizza pasta every time.
But you go to pizza pasta every time, but you also walk about 5 miles.
Yeah. But yeah, that on that thing though is like your enthusiast when your gym membership is your Merlin Annual Pass because it
especially if you go towers as your local.
Yeah, literally. Like
we're on record. Like walking around parks is our gym schedule.
Literally, like
I love that.
My mum still makes me brew in my reach.
I've got one for my mum. Yeah. You're a theme park enthusiast when your mum says she wants a brand new set of pens every time you go to Alton Towers.
Yeah, what? Like literally every time I'm at with you, I gotta get my mum some pins.
Time.
And
every time you forget as well, the amount of times you have forgotten.
Yeah, you forget.
I'll get on Guardians. I'll get on Guardians, right? And there'll just be a shitload of Alton Towers pens come at me from the multiverse. Like that's what I'm expecting to happen, just at one time.
Where's a good one? Emma, late night riding is maximum drinking, minimum riding.
You should do more of them. Late night ridings at Blackpool, man. Definitely.
You know your enthusiast when your fridge buying decisions comes on how many theme park fridge magnets can you fit on there. Me and Joe had this conversation the other day because we've got.
Were you literally like in Curry's buying a fridge? Like, okay, we fit towers there.
Well, look, I literally said it though because me and Joe was like, if we ever need to buy a new fridge, we need to get a full length fridge again because like we can't just get like a small fridge because we won't fit all our like magnets because that's the one thing me and Joe like buy.
Yeah, I saw in the vlog you deciding which magnet to get.
Yeah. It's like, it's a bit bland. You're like, oh, it's wooden. Oh yeah, we'll get that one.
Yeah, we'll get that. Honestly, that is the only thing I buy now. Really.
You're an
when you've
enthusiast.
visited 3 separate UK parks called Pleasure Beach.
Yeah,
it's true.
You're an enthusiast when an integral part of your theme park day is looking at a construction site in the park from different angles.
Yes.
yeah. Literally.
When you get excited about
Project
clusters.
Exodus, there's nothing happening.
That was sweet though.
Yeah,
that's a big one from Victoria.
Yeah.
Not even a footer. Not even a footer. Steel rebar in a hole.
Yeah, just
in the ground.
the whole rebar is like. Theme parks have literally saved my mental health. Yes, so that is a big thing.
I think so many people can relate to that. So many people. Like it's such a common trait. Like it's and it's so nice because like Vic and Jack have only really discovered this as like a proper hobby like recent months, and like they're bigger enthusiasts than me now. Like they literally telling me facts that I didn't even know. It's mad like, how much they're into it, and
that's awesome, man.
It's honestly so good to hear. And Ben has done some amazing vlogs on them issues as well.
Definitely.
100%. I mean, at some point we should have a topic on it, like a positive topic, but about how it's helped people. I think there's be a really, really good thing to say because we can sometimes focus on the negatives a lot in the community, especially when you're on Twitter and stuff, and there's just drama popping off all the time. But most people can see through that bullshit and be like actually what it means to be an enthusiast, which is like a good community, man. I think we've got a really solid community. Community, if you want to call it that. It's a bit of a loose term, but
it's group, man. It's just like it's just the same. It's all you guys just hanging out here every Wednesday, and we love it. We do it for you guys as much as us. Like, seriously, it's just
I've said it before, but a community is just what you make as your community. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
see you surround yourself with, right?
I interact with and we interact with the drunk riders, for example, all the time. Like they're not even in the UK, but they're part of my personal community. I'd see them as like something.
That's definitely so. Like there's been a lot. I feel like very recently there has been a lot more frequent interaction between people in the UK community and people in the US community. Even through even through people who know us, who know Pleasure Beach Experience, and then people over there who are friends with the drunk riders, with Coasters and Brews, like those kind of YouTube and media and podcast personalities and stuff. We see people like Jack Lathrop, Thrilling Moments Photography, jumping in our comments on Twitter and stuff, and Pleasure Beach Experience getting involved with James Larson, and examples like that. Like it's very cool to see. But I think just you just find the people, it's all a wide group of us, all involved in being very passionate about the same thing, but you find your core group or groups, multiple, within the whole sort of scope of everybody, and that's where like you make the best memories at parks with your
honestly,
sort of inner circle in a sense.
When you go to like pleasure, when I go to like, beach and it's like whether it's opening weekend or like a PBE event or something like that, it's so good because like you say, like there's all like these different groups and everyone like kind of goes from one to another, and like it's never just like, oh, I'm just gonna stick with one group or whatever. It's like you have
crazy.
It's just
hard
there's
to
so
stick
many
in one group.
Yeah, but when you go to Blackpool, like a lot of people all come together and it's like awesome. Like, you just go around the park and you're like, oh, you spend some time with them. Like it's such a good feeling. It really is. But yeah, what did Craig say? A bit like an AA, all in a circle, standing up and they got into this wonderful world of roller coasters.
Roller coasters.
Yeah, cool. Anyway,
I will say this. You know you're an enthusiast when you find yourself in a Craig toy super selfie.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
That is it.
I'll say that. That much is true.
I love the fact that his super selfies are the same for no matter what he was doing. I think he was at a wedding.
They're really the same. He's in the same left corner in every single fucking
he must practice that. He's Craig, you are a pro.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Talk about mastering your craft.
Exactly. So what else is there? People give us more ideas for when you're enthusiast.
You're a shit ton of Nemesis posters in your bedroom.
When you hear yourself say stuff like "love that theming,"
I love that theming. Yeah, immersive.
You're enthusiast.
We can do it well. I love that theming.
You're an enthusiast when you walk up to Wickerman and go, "Oh, is the fire working today?"
Yeah,
yes.
Is the fire on?
No
fire.
Insert random effect here working today.
Yeah,
I find it so funny how going back to like Thorpe, where they had that whole thing over like the winter where like, oh, we got new fire effects on Tidal Wave. I've never seen them be used.
Wait, you what?
Yeah, they redid the fire effects on Tidal Wave. I've never seen them used.
Like Tidal Wave had fire effects.
Yeah, it used to have an amazing fire effect.
It's Sam Stella from YouTube.
That's news to me. I would have never known.
When you say, "Oh no, the mist isn't on."
Oh no, the mist isn't on. Yeah, that's so cool. You're enthusiast when you get excited by coloured spray paint around a park.
And your first thought is RMC confirmed.
Your first thought. Honestly.
You're an enthusiast when a park gets something new and you fucking hate it.
You're enthusiast when in 2020 you saw way more chevrons than you ever thought you could have ever seen in your entire life.
Yes, yellow, and you was told to stand behind the yellow line a lot.
Like I never thought a chevron would have such a big impact in my life.
No,
honestly.
You're
selling them, right?
You're a UK theme park enthusiast when I can say literally just the words McDonald's roundabout, and everyone knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
everyone knows about it.
Even JCB, like
yeah.
like it's not even related in any way possible, shape, or form. It's just JCB. You're going towers, mate.
In the private chat, there's a video of the original Tidal Wave fire effect.
Oh,
okay.
It's really zoomed in.
Really zoomed.
Oh my god! Yeah, it really is actually. That is really.
But yes, there used to be a fire effect on Tidal Wave. You see it?
Oh Jesus!
Oh
yeah. Okay.
They zoomed back out, so it's on the giant ball thing that was there.
The ball.
Has that been removed now? That's not there anymore.
It's been replaced with the weird fuel pump dock thing, which is
that
what the new fire effect was meant to be. But
yeah,
I've never seen it used. I've seen a video of it once.
Yeah, I haven't been to Thorpe Park this season except for yesterday. I always say Thorpe Park. It's so annoying. Thorpe Park.
Like me with Scarefest, mate.
But I didn't see it yesterday. I didn't even think to look at it. We didn't go down that far. So, but yeah, it's mad. Yes. So what else we got? There's just so much.
You're a theme park enthusiast when you decide to eat 10:30 when you go to Alton Towers
to avoid the
avoid the queues and woodcutters.
When you go to a new park, what's it Dan saying? When you go to a new park you haven't been to in a long time and just stand there silent, taking it all in. Oh yeah, yeah. When everyone else is running to rides and you just want it. That's like when I went to Ride to Happiness. Everyone was like running to it, and I was like, I say in my vlog, I'm like, I just want to take it all in. Like, I don't really want to run. I just want to walk and just look at this. God. I was like, it's so good.
There's
here we go.
Chat there
When you ask over Tinder, if you were a roller coaster, what roller coaster would you be and why? And yes, I use that line on Holly.
Or you got this on. You know when you say, "Can I get it?" Oh yeah.
There it is.
Oh,
there it is.
On Oggy.
Have we still got that clip of the scream, the woos?
Oh yeah.
Oh, in the big station.
It's there somewhere.
I've got it.
Here. There we go.
Here we go. Yeah, you know you're an enthusiast.
You're an enthusiast if you was in that looking station.
Like, you know what I love about that? Do you know what I love the most about that video? It's Joe's reaction to just like laughing at everybody doing it, and then just in you can see in her mind she just says, "Fuck it, I'm joining.
I'm gonna do it. I'm like gonna start this shit back off." Yeah,
origin story.
Oh no, trust me, Joe was going full in straight away. Joe doesn't need to. Joe's the first one.
That was awesome.
When you just have to get those sexy shots.
Yeah, I mean,
you know you're a theme park enthusiast when you queue 2.5 hours to meet John Wardsley.
Yeah, trust me. Like, oh my god, that was. I did not regret one.
Speaking of sex,
you're a theme park enthusiast when you climb on rocks at the end of Colossus to get that shot down.
The shot. Yeah.
Speaking of sexy shots, you know you're an enthusiast when instead of just taking photos of roller coasters, you take photos of yourself pointing at roller coasters.
Yeah. Literally, you know, this is not just but you know you're enthusiast when you hear a chainsaw and just miss Halloween.
For me, you know you're enthusiast when you walk past the exit to Toxic Junkyard and you just start humming the song as you walking past.
Yeah, just humming. The amount of times I've watched myself back on vlogs and I'm like, I'm just naturally just humming the Nemesis tune when I'm going up to it.
Yeah, or just something. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm always like joining in, but I didn't even realize I'm doing it.
You know you're a theme park enthusiast when your Spotify's full of underscore.
Yeah. You know you're an coaster enthusiast when you're listening to Life is a Roller Coaster. Ironically.
No,
unironically.
Yeah. You know you're a theme park enthusiast when you have Planet Coaster on pre-order and you got all the DLC before it even came out.
Yeah. True that.
Pretty much.
True that.
That is a true story.
You're an enthusiast when you take multiple pictures of yourself in the front of a Mac van. Oh, there's got to be like just hilarious ones. This is the thing. This is what I wanted about this was like there's things that we all do that we've been doing it for so long that we just don't realize how mental it is. Well, not mental, but you know what I mean. Like from the outside perspective, you're like, what?
You know you're an enthusiast when you actively avoid riding certain coasters in the morning and go to them in the afternoon because you know they'll be running faster. I said that when we went to Towers on opening weekend. I was just like, when we saw like, you know, the stupid line outside of Wicker Man in the morning, and I remember saying it to James and just being like, It must be. It must be
like
funny.
4 hours or something.
Yeah, and I was just like, it must be funny, thinking like, why is everyone? Why write it now when you can just write it when it's running faster in the afternoon? So then, like, what enthusiasts just turn up to. First of all, like enthusiasts just turn up to parks at like Park Open and then just don't write anything until like 1 p.m. or something like that.
We don't even fucking turn up to opening. We turn up like 2 hours before. Like
2 hours before, but then you don't start writing till 1.
You start writing to like 1 after woodcutters, like minimum.
So what do we do for the first like 3-4 hours
take
of the day?
Photos
just
and
take
shit on a camera. That's what we do.
Photos.
You know you're enthusiasts when you have to debate between pizza pasta and woodcutters.
There you go. Yeah. That's a good shout. Yeah, definitely.
You know
you're enthusiasts when you walk up Fountain Square, you see that Hex is closed, and you're like, I wonder what the fuck's wrong with it now.
You know you're enthusiast when you've been moaning about a tramway tunnel for 5 years. And
in relation to Joel, Luke, your one with the door.
That? Oh, yeah. You know you're enthusiast when you smack the shit out of the door knocker on Joel before you go in.
It scared the shit out of me because I just walked in.
Yeah.
Treehouse Coaster says, you know you're enthusiast when you have more photos on your phone of Wicker Man than your own family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So true.
You know you're coaster enthusiast when
your backgrounds. Yeah.
RGB Nemesis.
Oh, it's. Oh, that's. Oh, okay. All right. Fair.
As I said, we do funny things. We do weird things.
You've just got a lump of. You got a. You know you're in coaster enthusiast. You got a lump of steel in your room.
Yeah, you know you're a coaster enthusiast when you've got a medal for walking up a lift hill.
Yeah,
not even anything like super. Not even like anything super cool like that. You know you're an enthusiast when you have just a drawer in your chest of drawers just full of random theme park shit. Just full of maps, pins, fucking operators manuals, if you mean.
Pins without the backs. You've got pins, but you haven't got the backs on them. So, like, when you draw, you put your hand in, you're like, a swarm pin stuck to your finger, like, holy shit, that hurts. Well, that's a cool pin. Why didn't I look after that? Now you can't get
you're an enthusiast when your name is in a brick in a park.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a good one. You know you're an enthusiast when you're buzzing about an evac.
Yes.
Or wishing you was on an evac. You know what I mean?
You know you're an enthusiast when every time you ride stealth, you are wanting it to roll back.
Roll back. You know you're an enthusiast when you call Galactica Air.
Yeah.
Or do the combination of Galactic Air.
Yeah.
You know you're an enthusiast. You know you're an enthusiast when you have Coaster in your social media name.
Yeah.
Well, your whole channel's named after Coaster.
Coaster.
I think I'm clear of I'm clear of the Coaster one actually.
Yeah, I mean, but
you know you're a coaster enthusiast when you have a lanyard holder. I never thought I'd have a use to have a lanyard holder.
It's literally my nemesis. Like Nano Coaster is my lanyard holder.
You know you're a coaster enthusiast when your whole family and non-enthusiast friends tag you in anything to do with a coaster on Facebook or
Would you write this?
When Sarja was on TV, the amount of messages.
Don't.
You know what I mean? Going, have you seen this like wooden coaster?
My dad said this. I went down for a drink. I think we'd just done the show, and I went down. And Dad was like, "Have you seen this mad wooden coaster that's in Poland?" Like Bradley Walsh has been riding it. It looks crazy. I was like, Dad, Sadra.
Yeah.
I was just like blasting like facts at him about it and stuff. I'm like, it's not really, it's. And he's like,
Speaking of that, you know you're an enthusiast when your non-enthusiast friend sends you a photo of just any ride doing any kind of like unbelievable, like literally unbelievable stuff, and instantly you're like, no, it's fake, bro. It's fake.
Yeah, it's literally fake.
It's literally fake.
The Bradley Walsh step.
Craig says Sean just sent you a DM on Twitter.
Oh,
that's big, mate.
Well,
that's cred count. That's his cred count.
Is anyone going to say phrasing, or do I have to say it?
Nah, no, I think it was just implied.
It was literally that was the joke.
That was the joke. I was elected to lead, not to read.
I want to share.
You know your theme park enthusiast when you're doing a to scale recreation of Alton Towers in the Unreal Engine.
Segue. Join the new Virtual Towers online.
Yes, join our new Discord. Join our new Discord server. It's great. We tested the rapids the other day, and we did it on the stage in our live stream area of the Discord, and we used ducks with flashing lights, and we put Bruce in there from what do you call it, Mutiny Bay.
I mean, I can get a
shark from that.
Yeah.
So you don't know.
Bruce. It's called Bruce.
Here we go.
I need to share this thing that Craig sent me.
That's fine, but yeah, come over, join the Discord. There'll be a link somewhere.
There you go. There's a picture of
dude,
the ducks.
Keep that to yourself. We don't need to see it.
No.
There's a picture of the ducks in private chat, Sean, if you want to pull it up.
Yes, please do.
I'm just going to share Craig's. I'm just going to share Craig's one first because it's so funny. Like, you got to see this shit, man. So Craig said, you know you're an enthusiast when you go to a concert for just one song. So it literally says, went to Boyzone, and on his t-shirt says, I'm only here for the roller coaster song.
I'd rather be watching Westlife.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
That's incredible.
Legend. So we are not worthy, Craig.
Oh my god, this duck! What is this?
This was our test rapids vehicle. Like, just join the Discord. It's crazy, honestly. It's so much fun. Everyone in there is great. If any of you guys are watching now,
look at that.
That is what we used to test the rapids.
Yeah, they went around the rapids. Yeah,
it literally looks like a legion.
It is.
What's even
Baron's army
in a different mode? They have cameras sticking out of their beaks.
Oh,
so
God,
they're CCTV ducks.
Yeah, we're gonna release some more stuff for that. But yeah, join the Discord server. It's great. Even if you don't like interact, just like we throw screenshots on there and updates and all that kind of stuff. So
you know you're an enthusiast when you make wicker burgers.
Yes. Oh
no! Yeah.
Oh no! It's transitioned.
Wicker burgers.
Yeah, Luke had a rustle as well on that stream.
Yeah, I left my mic on and I think I heard my microwave go off. That's like what you're microwaving. And then within like 5 minutes, someone had made like 5 seconds, someone had made a rustler burger with like Big Bob on it, like Big Bob burger, rustler, whatever.
Where is it?
It was funny. It was funny. Satanic ducks, yes.
You know you're an enthusiast when you're an enthusiast when the Excel spreadsheet encasing your entire Coast account is the first time you've used Microsoft Excel since high school.
I'm literally doing. I'm literally been watching YouTube tutorials on it, literally for this reason, because there was a big thing on my Twitter when we was talking about Coast accounts and stuff, and then Callum was just like trying to persuade me why an Excel spreadsheet is so good, and it literally. Let me find. Yeah, carry on.
I've got 2 links that I posted in the private chat. Another Discord link, which is Rustler's Burger.
Oh, the Rustler Burger.
And the other one is how I'm doing my Coast account with Google My Maps. it's a different level
Google
of Coast
My
account.
Maps?
No, if you fill it up on the screen, you'll see what I've done.
I'm trying to do like 3 things at once. Hold on.
It's broken down per manufacturer on mine.
Oh my good lord!
If you click
you've just blown Mikhail's mind. I can see the threads just coming out of his ears.
Yes, so if you click that little drop down next to B&M, lists every single ride. You can click it and it will show the exact location of the rides.
Oh my god!
I love that. That is ingenious.
I can open the data table, which gives me the full list, which is 34 at the moment that I've got on there. I think I have more to add still, but yeah.
I'm definitely not going to take the time to do it, but I
it doesn't take too long to do. It's actually not too bad.
I have. Yeah, that's changed.
I mean, you're an enthusiast when, like, I've got every park that I've been to, like, in saved parks on Google Maps. That's as far as I go with Google Maps. Like, I literally have every single park that I've been to.
No, calm down, Emma. Calm down.
CTV and Coast to Coast, these two visited websites. Yeah,
I guess you just found Emma's kink, mate. Proceed with caution.
James crapping
over our spreadsheets.
Yeah,
so, you're a feedback enthusiast when you see a 2-for-1 when you're shopping and you go, towers.
Yeah. Going back to the Excel thing is, you're a coast enthusiast when you're on Twitter and you've got John Burton telling you how to make spreadsheets. Who's the creator of?
Is he actually telling you how to make spreadsheets?
Yeah, like when I was talking about coast accounts, like we got into like a big discussion, and then John was just like, "You need to start an Excel spreadsheet." Like it's like this is I've got everything listed, subcategorized, everything. I was like, sold.
Got to have that conditional formatting and everything.
Stephen, I've never actually tried to say your last name before, Stephen. Stephen, maybe. He did watch Doctor Strange yesterday. Stephen Shernatan. Stephen, you and Allison can blow up my phone or blow up my Discord if I butchered that surname, but was basically asking, by the way, happy belated birthday, Stephen. He was asking, how do we join this Discord? I'm thinking in reference to
the VTO Discord.
Yeah, we'll drop a link in. Do you want to get a link? Drop a link in the chat and you guys can join it.
There it is.
We're tending just to
let me post
that, but like it's just we are doing our streams on there now more than our YouTube channel. So.
Can a moderator approve that link? Because I'm not a mod.
Why are you not a mod? I'll make you a mod now.
Still salty.
It's not.
You look salty, mate. I was thinking.
Wait, I don't know how to do that, but I'll make you an admin. I will make you an admin. But yeah, Karen. What else?
When you know
there, guys.
When you know the pre-show to Hex word for word. That's
James, send me the link and I will post it.
I'll send it on Discord.
Yeah, I got your last name right. Nice.
Where are you at? Where are you?
Well done.
Luke, where are you? Are you there?
Just wherever.
There's a link.
And wherever.
He is everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
Baby.
Nowhere, baby.
James, just write a comment in the chat so I can just click on your name and make you an admin. Just so don't forget. Just write anything. There you go. Okay, guys, can we? I can't do everything. So
you know when you have a copy of Creating My Own Nemesis on your bookshelf or in Audible Library.
Yeah,
Carl literally grabbed it.
Literally on my bedside table.
Public service announcement. If you don't know, John Worthy reads out the Audible version.
Yeah, Joe's literally that's her bedtime. She has to listen to something when she's going to sleep, like a podcast or an audio book. And at a minute, it's John reading her to sleep.
You didn't put a space between the link and the actual link.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know you're an enthusiast when you have to explain what type of podcast you run on a Wednesday evening to your enthusiast family, and they're like, "What?"
And you're apprehensive about actually explaining because just going to be like,
It's when you can't. You go.
All right, never mind. I shouldn't have asked.
it's when because I don't really just tell everyone I'm an enthusiast because unless it comes up in conversation.
Yeah,
same.
So like when sometimes I just randomly go like, oh yeah, no, I've got a podcast, and like, oh, you do a podcast, like, and they obviously think I'm gonna say something. Oh yeah, it's like video marketing, like business podcast. I'm like, yeah, roller coasters. They're like, what? Well, I normally say theme parks as well, which is even stranger to him. You're an enthusiast of theme parks. What? Yeah. There you go.
I now have a spanner. Woo!
Yes.
You're an enthusiast when you spend most of your week watching your mates' vlogs.
That's a very true one.
That literally is.
Scare track. You're an enthusiast when you can't help but correct people in queue lines. The amount of time.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've heard that stealth is 13 is beyond belief.
Yeah,
what's the craziest thing you guys have heard from the GP in the comments below? Let us know.
The amount of times I've heard like, oh, should we go on should we go on Rita next? And they're in fourth. What?
Yeah.
You're in the wrong park.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be a thing,
or at Towers.
I don't know if I've
ride?
Talking about. I don't know if I've told this story on the podcast before, but when I was working at Busch Gardens, I had this one woman come to me and ask me where the safari was. I was working at Busch Gardens Williamsburg in Virginia, and my response was safari. Yeah, the safari where all the animals are. Oh.
Yeah.
You're in the wrong park.
You're in the wrong state.
You're in the wrong state. You're in the wrong region of the country.
You need to get on a plane and go.
You're enthusiast when you're helping people with directions to toilets. The amount of times I hear someone go, where's the toilet? And I go, oh, just down there. I literally do it all the time when I overhear it.
You're a feedback enthusiast when you go to the Corner Coffee in Towers and always pull out your annual pass for the discount before you even start getting served.
Or you like me and I always forget.
This one's true.
Yeah.
When you shuffle your butt forward on a roller coaster so the restraint is looser. Airtime.
Yeah. Yeah. Or blow your belly out. That's what I do. That's what I do. It's probably the harder way to do it, but yeah, that's what I do.
I just flex my quads, and it just lifts my legs up.
You're a coaster enthusiast when you ask for a specific seat.
Yeah. And you don't get it, and you get angry all day about it.
Yeah.
Like I'd never get angry at the person, but inside I'm like, that's stupid.
I have
no
had
reason not
stupid procedures.
Wicker Man queue.
Yeah.
Literally no one else in the station. It's just me.
Yeah.
Ask for front row. Like there are people in the front row, but there's no one behind me. And I'm like, if I ask, I'll literally be the next train that comes through.
Yeah.
No. Had to be like halfway through in the middle of the train. I'm like, just let me wait one train. I've never had front row. Please.
Yeah.
No.
When you do your seatbelt on the break room.
Yeah.
And the
seatbelt next to you.
Oh, fuck off, man. I was literally about to say
when you pull the restraints down on
when you pull the
just about to say.
I did that
Yeah.
when I went to Thorpe on my way back because I was by myself. I did that on Swarm and Stealth. I was like, yeah.
But not only that though, you also feel proud of yourself for doing it secretly. Like,
I helped.
Like,
I've helped. I helped.
You maintain eye contact with the ride up.
Yeah.
You are welcome.
Yeah.
You are fucking
All right.
When you fill your siblings' shoes with tissue to get them to the 1.4 meter height. That's a bit of a sketchy subject, though.
Everyone does it, though.
Don't do that. Nah, the 1.4 meter height there is for safety. Like,
do not do that
for a reason. Anyway, like,
oh man,
naughty.
Opening it when naughty. Yeah,
naughty boy.
Naughty. You're a feedback enthusiast when you laugh at everyone running to spinball at the start of the day.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they're going Smiler.
Bye. I'll see.
Right.
To be fair, it's probably one of the busiest rides. So if you are there on one day, it might be,
to get it
if
out
you're
of the
doing
way.
it to get the cred, get it out of the way.
Yeah,
To be
for a
fair.
cred. Yeah.
To be fair.
And not to
You
not
know-
play, right?
You know you're an enthusiast when you get angry at one train ops.
Yeah.
When you
There's
jump so
loads,
quick off the
man.
train to grab your bag to avoid the chaos.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yes. Straight
You know
out
you're
that door.
enthusiast when you open up TikTok and you're just in pure rage at all the illegal POVs. Illegal POVs. Who was it who called it illegal? It's so funny. And someone's like, it's not illegal. It's wrong, but it's not illegal.
It's not illegal. Yeah.
That just got me so good. Yes.
When you feel like an insider with towers, when you tell non-enthusiasts you can exit through Forbidden Valley instead of the massive walk back.
Yeah. You plan a trip to America to meet a friend, then visit Boston and Baltimore, and decide it would be a good idea after that to do a slowly detour to Cleveland for Cedar Point. Yeah.
Fair.
Yes. Yeah. You know you're enthusiast when you're not interested in anywhere that hasn't got a coaster. That's me at the minute.
When the person in front of you is messing about and you mutter under your breath, sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know you're enthusiast when you see all the coaches and turn back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just go home. You may as well.
That's a good one.
Yeah. You know you're an enthusiast when you feel like shushing someone in a pre-show like you're in the cinema.
Welcome, chosen. Shut the fuck up.
Oh god. You know you're enthusiast when you go and see the Book of Mormon and are just really excited about all the Orlando Park references in it. Have you seen Book of Mormon? You'll know.
No.
It's so good. It's so flipping good. It's so funny.
I knew someone
in the worst possible way. It's so offensive, but it's by South Park's creators, so it is.
I like Joe's on when you're an enthusiast when the restraint doesn't lift and you know how to fix it.
Yeah, mate.
Pull it down slightly.
I know.
Yeah. When we were in we was at Legoland recently, and I swear to God, there was like she must have been about 7-8 years old, and this girl, and as she went to do that, it didn't suck. She pushed it down, and I was like so impressed. I was like, how does she know how to do that? Like,
she knows the secrets.
I was like, what?
The dark arts.
Because you see it all the time, don't you? You see people panic all the time, just like they're stuck there forever now. And I was expecting to see that.
You're that dickhead in the back of the train.
Yeah.
Push it down first.
Push it down. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. When you're a UK enthusiast, you see someone outside the world wearing a European feedback merch, and you give each other a respectable look whilst in Morrison.
Morrison's.
Yeah, it's really odd just randomly seeing like in my town just a random Smiler hoodie, and I'm like,
yeah,
yeah.
What?
During lockdown, I went to Tesco and there was a cashier wearing a Smiler hoodie. Like they were training on the first day, and they were like, I was like, oh, nice hoodie, man. And I was like, oh wait, you're a coaster chair. And I was like, what?
I've been recognized
because we were doing like all the streams back then. We were streaming every day, every night, and like we were live all the time. It was like, yeah, you're a coaster. I was like, yeah. That was weird. I remember going home. It's like, what the fuck just happened? That was crazy.
That's when we find out they're currently watching this.
Yeah. Big shout out if you work at Tesco. You are a Smiler.
You're coaster enthusiast.
That's when they jump in the chat.
You're coaster enthusiast when you're waiting for the air gates to shut so you can pull your restraint down. Specifically.
Literally just sat there like.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some more, man.
You're an enthusiast when you're timing the ops.
Yeah.
You're like,
you got to stop what?
that's 2 minutes. you're slacking.
Yeah.
And you know you're an enthusiast when you say stacking is slacking.
Yeah. You know you're a theme park enthusiast when you start on Rita and the catch car engages and you know you're about to launch and no one has a fucking clue.
Yeah. Someone said that recently on Twitter. Was just like they gave a specific enthusiast a blind launch. I was laughing about it. And I was like, they're an enthusiast. There's no such thing.
There's no such thing as blind launch.
It literally, like, it's so obvious. You know you're an enthusiast if you're watching YouTube videos of queue lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you think about that,
true,
like,
man.
it's such a random thing. Like, you're just like, I'm watching a queue line.
You know you're an enthusiast when you want to make a video about queue lines. Shout out
Queue
Harry.
lines. Yes.
Shout out
shout
Harry.
out.
His latest video, by the way, is really good. Like,
Oh,
really
about the
good.
fear
About
of
fear of roller coasters.
Yeah,
like,
that's so good. Like,
it was
honestly.
so like intelligently put together. Loved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of the shots as well that were in there, like some of the rides that were going around in the background, like it was just such a really nice video.
I've not gotten a chance to watch that yet.
It's
You
good.
know you're a coast enthusiast when you know how to explain to someone how restraints work.
Yeah.
I have it do it all the
And
time.
the
Where, like,
difference
I've got a
between
friend.
restraints.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I've got one. You know you're a coaster enthusiast when you look at a Kinect build coaster and you go, that fucking thing would never be built, man. That's just it doesn't work like that.
Oh god. Yeah. I was Vic said I was watching vlogs at Costa the other day, and one of the staff was like, "Is that Alton Towers?" Turns out he knows Mark and Scott from PBE Small World. Man, like, it's so bizarre. Like, since the other day, like, my friend got messaged me. He's not an enthusiast, but he's got me on Twitter, and he just likes to laugh at like the things, because he's like, it's so out of context when I see your tweets, because it's like he does, like, he's like in IT, so all this stuff is like either like wrestling or stuff to do with IT and like things. And he's like, yeah, and yours come up, but he was just like, he was just like, this is so weird, but there's two worlds collide. I never thought was going to happen. That one of my good friends from school, you talk to her, you talk to his partner on Twitter, and he was just like, that's just so weird. Had it as well. The amount of people I've not spoken to in years, and then they've messaged me going, I just watched your video on Legoland or on Alton Towers because I'm visiting there soon. That's really random. They're just like, oh my god, what the hell? Like, it's so funny.
You know you're an enthusiast when GP doesn't mean your doctor.
Yeah. Whole different
That is
meaning.
very
now.
true.
Yes,
so true.
I got noticed at Marks and Spencer the other day. I was embarrassed because they caught me in yellow sticker section.
Nothing wrong with the yellow sticker section.
It's there for a reason, mate.
Got to get a good bargain.
The best
brings it down to retail, to be fair.
For a while.
The best story Ben told me is when he got recognised in Fantasia by one of the ride hosts. And he was like, oh, I watch all your YouTube videos. And then after he come off fly, he realised that the guy was talking to him as if he was Andy from Coaster Crazy. And I was like, oh no! I was like, how? Like, they don't even look like the same at all. Ben. But I guess, like, from a guy, like a German guy's perspective, a British guy who's got a beard and, like, you know what I mean? Like,
come on,
like, it's harsh, but it's not harsh because, like, I like Andy. It's really cool,
mate. For fuck's sake! I can picture him fucking saying that. That was great. Oh, awesome.
Emma got a whole cooked chicken for 30p the other day, apparently.
Oh, wow. Wait, let's not go down the food aisle. Let's stay...
Yeah, no. You're taping off the food aisle for today.
I think we need to wrap this up. We've been going.
Yeah.
But if you do have
I was about to say, remember when we said we wanted to keep this closer to an hour?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Well, thanks everyone for watching. It's been really fun.
I've got one final one. You know you're an enthusiast when you try to keep a podcast to an hour and ended up being 2 hours.
Yeah,
in the comments. Let's hear your enthusiast thingies, puns. Let's go.
Yeah, in the actual comment section, make sure you comment on the video. It really helps the video, guys. Thanks very much.
Helps us against the YouTube algorithm.
It makes us play the game, man.
Yeah, play the algorithm game.
Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe.
Notifications.
Cool. Thanks, everyone. We will
Cheers,
see
guys.
you next week. We don't know what's going to be, but it will be summer. See you later.
We'll decide the night before.
Bye.